Yo, 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 yo. The CTB, Chin Tuck Boxing. I'm your boy Jay Slay. Showed up to him, man.
What's up, everybody? Remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, comment. Let's keep this channel growing. We appreciate our viewers. We love boxing. You love boxing.
Most definitely, most definitely. This is what the true boxing fan can get these delicious entrees of boxing knowledge. What's on the menu today, bro?
As far as champions, are they allowed to have a soft touch-up or tune-up fight if they have a big upcoming fight on the horizon?
That's a good question, man. I don't know, man. A part of me want to say I don't think so. A part of me said want to say yeah. I don't know. What do you think would qualify a fighter being able to have a soft touch?
For me, if you have a history of taking the fights that people want to see, fighting current and former champions, I think, especially if you fight the guy, I think every division you have the guy. Like if you go to Spence, the guy will be Terrence Crawford. If you go to Canelo, the guy will be maybe like a Charlo, and so forth. So if you fight the guy that everybody told you to fight, you should definitely be able to have a touch up or tune up fight right after that.
I can see that. How you mentioned since you mentioned Canelo, let's talk about Canelo. He just had a
Let's talk
fight.
about it.
He just had a fight this past Saturday against a opponent that nobody in the world heard of. Uh, that was a extreme soft touch. The guy was coming off a 2 year layoff. He was on nobody's radar. Somehow he made it to be the number one contender for the WBC. Would you consider that soft touch from Canelo too soft of a touch, or you think it was needed?
After, well, if you think about it, we didn't say much about the fight, and
Yeah,
before the fight, I was not happy about the fight, and after the fight, I really, got my confirmation that it was bullshit.
yeah.
Cause Canelo pretty much fought this right here. Fought a goddamn punching bag. So I mean, I'm gonna keep it real. And Canelo is, to me, the best fight in the game. To me, the number one pound for pound fight in the game. To me. And yeah, I said it. And even with all that, I don't mind him taking a mandatory fight, but the WBC should be ashamed of themselves because there's no way that guy should have been the mandatory for Canelo for the WBC title. What do you think?
I agree with you. Let's talk about Canelo being your number one pound for pound though. That's kind of
Go
to
ahead.
me. It's kind of hard to defend that when you haven't. This is not his first soft touch as champion. This is literally probably maybe third or fourth soft touch. Man, I'm not knocking Canelo. He has had tough fights. He fought top competition at 160 at one point. If you count Triple G and Dana Jacobs as that, which at the time they were top competition. But look how they've been since. Jacobs pretty much lost to Gabe Rosado and was given a gift decision. And we haven't heard or seen Triple G since. So was they even really top competition?
I would say with Triple G, I always thought Triple G was slightly overrated. I always thought that he was nothing special to him. I just thought he had power and a great chin. I mean, that's pretty much Triple G. I mean, but that was the guy. Like what I just talked about, the guy that
Yeah.
everybody wanted him to fight, and he fought him two times. And to me, he won both fights. I know some people said he lost the first fight. He beat the shit out of Triple G the second fight. I don't
Yeah.
care when go back and watch the fight. He beat the shit out of him the second fight.
Yeah.
But the first fight was close. So if you felt that way, but he got the win. So he fought Triple G twice, and then he fought. I don't really quite know the order, but he fought Rocky Fielder, and that was another punching bag in that fight that I did not like, but I understood it. I didn't mind that one. Okay, so I let him go with that one. But then he fought Daniel Jacobs also. So I mean, if you look at resumes, man, as far as opposition, Canelo is a diva. He's gonna set certain catch weights. He's gonna want to fight on his terms, at his dates, on this notice, and you get those perks when you are at his level. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you go back to De La Hoya with Mayweather. When Mayweather fought De La Hoya, he didn't get to pick the ring side. He didn't get to pick the glove. He didn't get to pick the weight. And Mayweather won. He became cash cow, and then he became somewhat of a diva and started setting certain rules, but not like Canelo. I will say that because Mayweather, if you fought at one, other than the one fight with Marquez that people talk about, that he made him fight at a weight he won't used to.
Yeah, like
but other than that, yeah, he fought him at 140.
It was 144, so 3
yeah,
pounds.
144, and I think he came from 135 or something. But people keep forgetting Mayweather's a small guy. He really shouldn't be fighting at 147. But that's another whole topic. But back to Canelo. Other than those tactics, as far as resume, who in the sport has a better resume than Canelo?
That's true. He has had a long career, and he has stiff competition. I will give you that. But quality of opponents between fights, kind of in today's, I guess more so today's era, is more accepted in today's era. Like a Yildirim back in like our day, growing up watching boxing, would have killed. Like imagine like a Roy Jones or somebody fighting that level of fight, he would have got crucified. Imagine Mayweather fighting somebody at that level of fight, he would have got crucified. So to me, it's like Canelo gets a pass often, like really, really often. And kind of how you said he fought to be that, so I really can't knock it. He did beat the man to be that. He lost to the man. Really, he lost to the man to be that. If you think about it, he's been like that since he lost to Mayweather. It's pretty much been his saving grace. So, but what is fights he has coming up? Okay, he has a fight coming up next with Billy Joe Saunders.
Yeah,
I understand Billy Joe Saunders is undefeated, but what makes him different than a Callum Smith? You understand what I'm saying? As far as levels, what makes him different from Rocky Philly was undefeated.
I get what you're saying.
He's more of domestic. He more of a domestic fight. While Billy Joe Saunders he fought what's the guy's name? The British guy. I can't think of the guy's name.
Yeah, Billy Joe Saunders fought.
Yeah, let's pull up a box rec. Let's look on box rec.
Well, why you talking about that?
He fought Martin Murray.
Okay. Yeah.
Sure. David Lemieux. That's the guy I was trying to think about. Possibly, I guess you can say Andy Lee. But other than that, who has Billy Joe Saunders fought to need a soft touch for? You understand what I'm saying? To me, Billy Joe Saunders isn't so great of a fighter that you say, okay, I need a soft touch. I need a soft touch to make this fight.
I agree with you on Billy Joe Saunders. I will say about the soft touch that he took that fight on 6 weeks. So I don't know why he felt he had to squeeze a fight in between that and another fight, because I would have rather him fight his last fight before the guy he fought was who was the last? Who was it? Kovalev? Oh no, it was Callum Smith. So he fought Callum Smith.
Canelo? Yeah, Callum Smith. He
fought Callum Smith, and 6 weeks later he fights this guy. And I would have rather him not take that fight and get his body together, which he didn't really need much because Callum Smith didn't really beat him up, and had fought somebody of a better competition. I would have rather him not fight anybody and then go to a Plant, Charlo, David Benavidez. I would have rather saw those fights in May. Billy Joe Saunders 2 years ago, I think it would have been a more of an interesting fight, but people forget he got busted for drugs.
Yeah,
He's had weight problems lately, and
yeah.
a lot of other issues going on with him that's outside of the ring. So I think it was the perfect timing to me for Canelo to he used another one of his diva tactics for him to get a guy that's undefeated. It's gonna look good on his resume. It's a good name. He's from another country, you know. One of Eddie Hearn's boys. I think he's still with Eddie Hearn.
I believe so. He's with
I believe
Matchroom, yeah.
so. So he goes over there. That's another thing. He's fighting all the Eddie Hearn fighters. I don't understand that either. I guess I understand with Matchroom. I get it,
This is
but
the zone. It's the zone thing.
yeah, but it's time for him to get out of that bubble and fight some of these guys that we really want to see. But I mean, how do you feel about the Joe Saunders fight?
Uh, I don't see a need for it at the moment, to be honest. I prefer to see the Billy Joe Saunders fight the maybe the Charlos. He was linked to be fighting the Charlo earlier. Uh,
Boo-boo?
Bubu Andre, yeah, we could throw Bubu Andre. To me, a guy of Canelo's level should be. I mean, I really can't hate on the fight because he can pick who he choose who you want. But he fluctuates from 160 to 168 so often. There's so many fighters in that division, but a lot of those champions kind of have the similar problem Billy Joe have. They're not really proven. They have belts, but you can argue they're not proven. Even when it comes to Charlo, you can argue. People are arguing that Charlo don't have the experience as a Billy Joe Saunders, even though he just fought Deverenchenko.
So let me ask you this question. Why you talking about that?
Yeah,
It's May, and they come to you, Jay, and they say, Jay, whoever you say Canelo fights, that's gonna be his next fight. If you could choose any fighter to be his next fight, who would you choose and why?
me, of course, it'll be Charlo. To me, I think Charlo will make the best fight. It's a Mexican versus a Black American. That's going bound to sell. Those people got people had those tribal ties, so you know it's going to be a big fight. Especially if they put it in Dallas Stadium. Charlo's from Dallas, so you put that in Dallas Stadium post-pandemic, of course. You put it in Dallas Stadium, it's going to be a event. It's going to sell out everywhere. That would be the fight that I want to see. But I think also a David Benavidez fight will be a barn burner. There'll be another fight that be to me those two fights alone is better than a Billy Joe Saunders.
Now, when you said what you just said, I thought
skill level. I'm sorry.
When you just said what you just said, I thought about something. Could he be holding off on those fights because we are in a pandemic? Maybe he feel like he'll be cutting it short by trying to make a Charlo or David Benavidez fight right now.
That's a good point. It's possible.
So I didn't think about that angle. I mean, it just hit me like, hey, maybe.
Yeah, it's possible. He said he wasn't going to fight another Mexican fighter, so I'm not even sure the David Benavidez fight will happen if he sticks to that rule he made for himself. But I think if the money's right, he'll take it. To be honest. But as far as the Charlo fight, you might be right. Maybe he is waiting to sell out the Dallas Cowboys Stadium arena when post-pandemic. Then if that's the case, then it's understandable.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe, I mean, Billy Joe Saunders is the best available champion to fight. If you put it that way, he wasn't going to sell a lot per pay-per-view regardless, because nobody in the States really know of him. So, yeah, you might be right. Maybe this is the best available fight for Canelo at this time. But that doesn't excuse the fact that he had to fight a Yildirim on pay-per-view first. You understand what I'm saying? To me, Billy Joe Saunders is not worth a tune-up, to be honest. I think to be honest, we're not gonna get our fight predictions right now because the fight hasn't been made, but it's not to the point where we want to start giving our predictions yet. We're just gonna hold it off on that. Yeah, but I will say it's not looking good for Billy Joe, to be honest. It's not looking good for Billy. You got anything else to add to this discussion?
I think we pretty much wrapped it up right now.
Yeah. We both disappointed in the Yildirim fight. So let us know how you feel about the Yildirim fight. Let us know if you think I'm too harsh on Canelo. Let my boy Mon know if you think he's too lenient on Canelo. Let him know if you think he's crazy like I do, having Canelo as #1 pound for pound. Put it all in the comment section. With that being said, it's CTB. I'm your boy Jay Slay. Say peace to him, man.
All right, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification button. Let's grow this channel. Hit that subscribe button. Get the word out. True boxing fans. We love boxing. You love boxing. And always love and peace.